Today on Spectrum City, we have a serious philosophical debate about what the crap is Pixar up to. Welcome to Spectrum City.
Accessing reviews, news, and commentary. Welcome to Spectrum City.
Who saw the Cars 3 trailer?
I saw it.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, you texted it to me as soon as you saw it.
I did.
So that's how I saw it, yeah.
Everyone lost their mind.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Just like that, because, I mean, we knew the movie was coming out next year. I mean, some people probably didn't.
Yeah.
Avid Pixar fans such as us,
Definitely.
knew that, this among the slew of sequels they had coming out, this was one of them. Safe to say...
And those slew of sequels, we're going to talk about in the second half of the show, right?
Yes.
Yep, definitely.
But I think it's...
But we can at least talk about this one right now.
This one we're going to talk about first. Because, like I said, everyone's kind of not sure what to think about this. Because it's definitely not what any of us expected.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
It's
certainly not... Well, actually, no, this is exactly what I come to expect from Pixar.
Well, yeah.
Because you and I have had this conversation before, and maybe we can let everyone else in on the conversation too.
Yeah.
Which is, if you compare Pixar now to Pixar back when they were doing Toy Story, you see a very definite shift where, everyone's like, oh, they just took toys and then they gave them emotions, and they took fish and they gave them emotions. So now the emphasis is more on, we have to make it emotional. That's what people want. When I don't think people really, it's not so much about the emotion, it's more that they want just a good story to be told, which is what Toy Story was. And
definitely.
I think they're just going more for like, it's always like bigger and better with sequels, but for Pixar, bigger and better equals more emotional.
And I think that's kind of the...
And that's what I see in the new Cars trailer.
And that's the interesting thing.
Rose the emotions for you?
Yeah, because...
Well, I'm not in a good way, I'm saying.
Well,
not in a good way. Okay.
And that's kind of the interesting thing about it is, I think, as far as the emotion goes, the other two Cars movies are probably the weakest entries. Especially Cars 2 is kind of widely regarded as the worst Pixar film, which is like saying it's, the
I've never seen it.
Oh,
Never ever?
Oh.
I haven't seen it, no.
And that's what was really interesting to me about this trailer, is that I saw Cars 2.
Yeah.
And I actually really enjoy Cars 1. I love the whole thing.
Like
I love the Route 66.
And I like all the things that they did at Disneyland too.
Yeah, I love...
that was like a much needed injection into
Yeah.
the
I didn't
California
like Cars.
Park.
I went to Cars Land, and then all of a sudden, what the heck, I like Cars now.
But,
it's the whole Route 66 thing.
Yeah, and it's nice, and it's that ode to Monument Valley and all that. But then I see Cars 2. But what was interesting to me is that seeing this trailer, it was like...
Complete 180.
I'm okay. That I'm actually can be excited about this, even though I'm so disappointed with Cars 2. And of course, this is like a 30-second trailer, and none of this probably will be in the actual movie, if not, maybe for a few seconds.
I mean,
it's just something to get, like you were saying, our emotions and our
meant to
palate,
build
like
interest.
Yeah.
And
But I
It does work.
I definitely feel hope for Cars 3.
Yeah.
Just a fool's hope.
maybe.
Just a fool's hope, perhaps. But it is very interesting that it also seemed to the graphics, as it were, seemed to jump up a little bit. And I don't know if that's just a stylistic choice for this trailer.
What do you mean jump up?
Well, it's more gritty, so they have to make it more realistic now.
And that's the thing, is the whole movie going to be like that, or is it just...
That's what I'm worried about.
That it'll be so different.
Gritty for the sake of grittiness.
Well, gritty, but if it serves
Try and
the
be
story.
a trend in movies.
But if it serves the story.
That's interesting, thinking of a trend in movies nowadays.
Again, sorry to say, a discussion for a different day, but I think that trend is kind of reversing. But with a few exceptions, of course. But I don't know. And that's the thing about this trailer is that I think I watched several reactions of people who have a reaction channel.
Yeah.
This is what they do, on YouTube. This is what they do.
Kind of like what we're doing right now.
Kind of like what we're doing right now.
Just not in real time.
No, not in real time. We're reacting after we've had time to to contemplate it.
We actually haven't contemplated it all that much, to tell you the truth.
I have.
You have. Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, since I saw it, I've been looking forward to it. I've told some people about
Okay,
it.
well, I haven't been thinking.
No.
You've been too busy.
Yeah, I've been busy.
But at this point, I do wish, and I don't think it'll ever happen, that Pixar would go to the Pixar of old and, we don't need to do all these sequels. We can do awesome, original, one-time stories.
Well, and
I'm actually proud and happy
You're proud.
that Bug's Life does not have a sequel. I like Bug's Life,
Yes.
and I think it's awesome. And it got a land with only one movie. For however long that land will be.
Very best land in all of California Adventure.
Yeah.
I think probably we'll have to do a top 10 worst rides in Disneyland Resort.
Yeah,
Half
yeah,
Bugs
exactly.
Land.
Well, going back, what would you say is the first thing that pops into your head about the Cars trailer when you think about it? Cars 3 trailer.
Is he died?
Is he died?
No. What worries
he's
me
not.
is it's gonna be a whole movie where, and I just saw a trailer for this movie. It's kind of about this boxer who gets in an accident, and it's all about everyone's telling him you're not gonna fight again, but he's gonna go through the whole physical fitness routine, try and get himself. I think that's exactly what they're going.
Yeah,
for.
and Mater's gonna be his
gonna be
trainer, and it's gonna be all stupid.
Well, but that's the thing. If they do,
They could be that
if
exactly
they-
that even.
If they play the emotion up, is Mater gonna have to tow his wreck off the track?
Probably.
While he's
Because
crying and
well,
stuff,
this is a spoiler alert for Ethan, but if Mater is doing the job that he did in the second movie where he was his, what's it called, pit guy,
Yeah.
then he'll probably do that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Spoilers.
Oh, you saying you never watched it, so yeah, that happened in the second one. He was his pit guy.
Well, that's not spoilers.
He's not, you'll see
You could
it
probably
Someone
I
might
probably
care.
have heard that from the trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's not much there, and that's the problem with Cars 2. And kind of the reversal we're seeing here is that there's so much, in this 30 seconds that we would have wanted them to see the progression, and the progression wasn't there in Cars 2. This looks like serious progression.
Well, this seems like it should be Cars 2.
Yeah.
Because Cars 2, I felt didn't even look like Cars. It didn't even
And
feel
it
like
didn't
Cars.
wasn't a natural continuation of the story.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It didn't look like the natural progression. When I saw that trailer, I was actually like, is this a straight-to-video release?
Spin-off? Yeah.
Yeah, what does
It
this have to
basically
do
was.
with
It
the
was
first
a
movie?
straight video
And it
they
was the
decided
first
to-
misstep, really, that I think people felt that Pixar had made. And I think it really had to do with the fact that Lasseter got promoted. I mean, he did direct the film.
Yes.
But
That was about the same
it
time.
was kind of the same time as it was transitioning from, Lasseter's the head of Pixar to now Lasseter's the head of Walt Disney Animation in general.
Yeah. And that's
So
kind
Maybe he got too busy.
Yeah, maybe he got too busy, maybe he was too distracted, because, if you look at Toy Story, it's still a very solid film by a very competent director. Cars, not as competent, but still very solid. Cars 2, is he losing his touch, or is he just too busy?
And that's the thing. Is he doing? Because I heard conflicting reports that he was coming back to do this one.
I heard that, yeah, he was directing.
Okay, so
I could be wrong, though.
that's what I was asking. I was like, is he coming back? Is he not? But I think very much that this is the Cars 2 we all wanted.
Yeah.
This could be the Cars 2 we all wanted. That it's okay, the first one was all right, but this one
Yeah.
is gonna be this.
And what I think of is actually the character of Mater in general, of how much I love and hate him. I was actually just thinking about that,
Yeah.
especially in this. There are certain points in the first movie where, oh wow, Mater made that, but now it's like people loved him so much and the kids loved him so much that now it's like this evil thing that has been allowed to grow and too much,
They did all those Mater's tall tales.
Yeah. Where he was okay in the first movie, but I'm scared of him
Oh,
now. I don't want to.
overexposure.
Yeah, now it's overexposure because everybody loves him and we just
Yeah.
overuse him.
Well, and Pixar has been, or I guess not Pixar, but Disney in general has been guilty of that.
Yeah.
And that's been like a thing with like, what was it, the real Ghostbusters, where, oh, Slimer, he's so popular, well,
Yeah.
turn the real Ghostbusters into the Slimer show. And I think they even changed the title.
Slimer and the real Ghostbusters.
Yeah, exactly. So
That's
now
really,
it's,
And they made it more kiddie.
yeah.
yeah, which wasn't necessarily a good thing.
No.
I don't think those episodes were as fondly remembered.
Yeah, and
No.
you can say the same with Mater and Mater's Tall Tales and Cars 2, which is
Yeah.
really Mater's movie.
Yeah.
So,
It really was.
yeah.
Yeah.
So this
So,
looks,
yeah.
this looks like a sequel. This looks like it's going to be Lightning McQueen, whatever. If he's dealing with a disability, if he's dealing with trying to get back to racing,
He's getting old.
trying to train. Well, it's been,
Well, I'm just waiting for that 80s montage
yeah,
Yep.
where he's, gonna...
with all the car puns and
Yeah, with all the car puns, and he's got to, you got the eye of the tiger, he's got to get back.
Somehow he has Rocky hair put on the top of his car.
Maybe they'll do both. Maybe they'll
Got the belt.
yeah.
maybe
He
they'll
gets the
yeah.
champion of the world.
But maybe they'll do both. Maybe they'll give him the disability and make him think he can try to go back and do more. But then he fails, and then he has to train his replacement.
Was the girl that he fell in love with in the first one in the second one? I don't even remember.
I think she was. I think she was serving drinks in the hotel.
Okay. Hopefully there'll be something interesting. I'm trying to find out where will there be something interesting.
Well, and that's
One moment. Oh, never mind.
no, but lost my train
All
of
right,
thought.
yeah, so 40 seconds.
Last thought.
I don't know where they're going with this.
I'm excited and I have hope.
Well, like I said before, I don't like the direction Pixar's going with this. I just want them to kind of, focus more on original stuff and don't just focus on being emotional, focus on having a good story.
All right.
So,
I don't think anyone's really accused of that.
so
There we are.
here's hoping.